Hi there. One of the questions that we get frequently is how to export a Pollination Rhino model to IES. So you have two different ways of doing that, and I'm going to cover both in this video. The first one is to export as a gem file. Export as a gem file has the benefit that we guarantee your geometry will go correctly. But then it only exports geometry. None of the information for construction or schedule, nothing, program, everything basically will be removed. It's only for geometry export. To do that, you just do save as, and then find IES, gem, and save it. So it will take a few seconds, and this model is exported to IES as a gem file. The other option that you have is to save it as a GBXML and then import the GBXML in IES. So I can do save as, select green building XML, if I plus G a few times, there should be green building XML, and I can save it as an XML. And again, it takes a few seconds and you will get your GBXML model. One thing to keep in mind, maybe I should add here, is you can do partial export too. So let's say if you have a model in Rhino and you only want to export the shades, you can select the parts that you like this shade faces, and then you can do, actually there is no command I think for this, you have to go file and then export selected. And from here, I can go to here and export selected as, let's say, a gem file. So where is it? Is under IES, gem. And I can say room with a slope, shading only. So again, a few seconds and this is exported. Next, I'm going to import all these three files into IES and we can check them together. Okay, now I opened IES and I can start a new project, and I can create from BIM file if I want to import GBXML1. So I do from BIM and browse BIM file, which is the GBXML file. I select this. And here I can do data only and geometry plus assign data. I think this will bring all the construction sets and everything assigned. So I create projects and it will import stuff. It takes a few seconds, and usually when you have GBXML, there are things that it says missing area. Fortunately, in this model, it was able to fix them. And I think that's the kind of what they say. That's the process of GBXML, and we don't have that much control on. And here you go. So you can see it here. Oh, actually, so this shading is imported correctly. Fortunately, that's great. And you can see that's the basement. This is where it is. But now, if you only want to do the geometry, and this was a simple case, so GBXML worked pretty well, but we had cases that GBXML were not as successful. So the other option that you have is to import the gem file. So I'm going to make a new project. And unfortunately, we cannot use the BIM for that, so quick project create. Let me close this. Do you want to save? No, I don't want to. And I'm going to do file, import BIM file, change this from XML to be gem, and then I can select room with a slope, which has everything, open, and now you can see things are here. And you can actually change the stuff. Oh, you can't. I thought like there's drop down, but in any case, you can do OK, and everything should be imported correctly. There was a little bit of difference here. For example, in In gem export, we differentiate between adjacent buildings and local shade based on how they are prepared in the Rhino model. So these are building shades that are now translated to local shades. These ones are translated to adjacent buildings because they are building context. So you saw that this went through smoothly, and then the last one I'm going to show you is, again, new project, create here, don't save the changes, file, import BIM, gem, and shading only. And in this case, you can see it only imports the shades. So this is also useful. We have seen people using it for bringing shades only in the model when they have already modeled the rooms inside IES. So you see this works and works pretty smoothly. Okay, thank you for watching, and let us know if you have any questions.